everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Krista, and I am here to do a Celtic Reiki healing on you. Today we are going to actually be doing a fairy session. I love fairies, and they really fit in with the Celtic energy. And I'm going to be drawing a fairy oracle card and then a Celtic Reiki symbol to go along with the fairy oracle card. So to begin, I would like to get us grounded and centered and rooted into the earth. And I would like to do so first by you taking a deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top of the breath, and then let it out slowly through your mouth. At whatever pace works best for you. Breathing in through your nose, holding for a moment at the top of your breath, and then letting it out slowly through your mouth. Feeling yourself sinking into a deep relaxation. Now we are going to go into our inner grove. Our inner grove is a place in our mind's eye that is like our own private garden. This can look like whatever you want it to. It can be your backyard in a cottage that you live in. It could be in the middle of the woods or the forest. It could just be a beautiful garden that you know about and no one else knows. It could be all of the above. It could be the backyard garden of your cottage that's in the middle of the forest. And it can have any plants, herbs, flowers, trees that you imagine. Mine has a lot of moss. It's in the forest with a lot of tree canopy above. And it even has one of those really cool outdoor bathtubs. So find a spot in your grove to get very comfortable lying down so that you can root into the earth. I like to lie on a soft bed of moss, but you can lie on soft grass or even a mound of very soft dirt if you wish, or any type of soft plants, or if you'd even like to set a blanket down on the ground and lay on that. And I just want you to feel your roots growing out through the bottom of your feet into the earth in your inner grove. And those roots taking hold with the other roots down beneath the surface of the earth and connecting with the network of trees in your inner grove. These trees can be linked to any trees around the world that you feel a connection with. And you soak up this energy, this cleansing, healing, bright energy that moves up like a green light up through the bottom of your feet and all the way up through your body to the top of your head, cleansing, healing, and grounding you. Going up out to the top of your head and over and above, up into the sky, where it claims the energy from the sun and the sky and everything above, and brings that energy down and around you through the branches that come around your body and swing down back into the earth, where they meet and connect with all of the cleansing, healing powers soak up through your body, creating a protective, healing, cleansing, grounding circuit all around you. Now that you're properly rooted and grounded, protected into the earth, I want you to look around your grove and get a really good idea of what's there. Animals, woodland animals, and butterflies and birds, plants, flowers, mushrooms, and all the trees. And really get comfortable in this safe space. And as you lay there taking in all of the beautiful sights and sounds and smells and even the sensations you feel coming from the earth, I want you to notice that there is a fairy flying your way. This is a very kind, loving fairy that is bringing a lot of positivity and light and love into your being. And she will be here to guide us through this Reiki healing session. And this fairy brings some cleansing moon water to bathe and cleanse you and prepare your body for this Celtic Reiki healing with the fairies. And the wing of a magpie comes along and gently and lightly brushes your aura to begin to cleanse away anything that you are ready to let go of that is not serving your higher purpose and that will not serve you in this healing session. And if you will, take some deep cleansing breaths to release any stagnant, toxic, harmful, and negative energy that you're holding on to that can be released in order to receive this healing energy today. And then taking this beautiful stone from Ireland that is a replica of a stone that is outside of Noth, which is an ancient burial site where the veil is thin and the fairies play and the energy is sweet and light and positive and filled with goodness and laughter. Slowly running this down your body in each chakra to help further cleanse and ground and protect you. And placing it between your feet for the remainder of the healing to keep you rooted into this light, positive, fairy playground. And then going in with the selenite wand and doing a little deeper cleansing of each chakra to make room for the Celtic Reiki healing that the fairies would like to gift to you today. Just gently, smoothly spinning the energy out of the chakras that does not belong. And today I am also using the earth root chakra that exists just below your feet in the earth, cleansing the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, the root, and the earth star root, and pushing any of that energy that we are cleansing down into Mother Earth for her to transmute into a positive healing energy for the highest good of us all. And then I am going to consult my fairy oracle deck. This is from the Fairies Oracle, which is written by Jessica Macbeth, and it uses the ever classic and incredible artistic renderings of the fairies through the vision of Brian Froud. So taking these cards today and asking our guides, our angels, our animals, our fairies, our spirit team, what fairy energy or energies that we are being called here to work with today. Okay, I'm feeling this card. Okay, I think 3 energies want to come out of this deck today. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have the Dark Lady. I will look these up in the book in a moment and read to you what they're about. I believe this says the Master Maker. And, sorry, the print on this is a little hard for me to read. I believe this says the Rar. So, going into the book here, we're going to talk a little bit about what each of these energies are that the fairies are gifting us for the healing today. So, the first one, the Dark Lady, is about unconscious power and wisdom, rituals, mysteries, and secrets. The Dark Lady is the high priestess of the mysteries. She understands how to surrender to divine power. She has profound intuitive knowledge that is only to be found by looking deeply into our own beings and natures. We find her through meditation, in sleep, and with an inner peace, ecstasy, and total despair. She is the guardian of beings unborn, of unconscious ideas, and of seeds sprouting in the dark, cold earth, tender and fragile, as yet unready to face the bright sun and winds of spring. She holds the embryonic hopes we have not yet realized we have. So, this reading is about reaching the realm of the Dark Lady through grief, through deep surrender, through ecstasy, and through profound ritual. This card in a reading suggests that it is time to withdraw from the ordinary world, to revitalize ourselves through retreat and surrender to the source and unity. This is a time of preparation for rebirth, of restoration and regeneration. What is hidden is getting ready to be revealed. Celebrate this passage through the unknown, rich, fertile, hidden realms of the Dark Lady. This is the time in the natural cycle of life when we open ourselves to and receive the inflowing energies, when we become powerful, overflowing with the life force. It may also be a time of prophecy, magic, and foretelling of the potentials of the future, a time of self-awareness, self-knowledge, and encounters with the hidden worlds. Meditate, retreat, seek serenity, and inner peace. So the words that I will focus on here are unconscious power and wisdom, rituals, meditation, retreat, and seeking serenity and inner peace. Up next we have the Master Maker. The key words written on this one are skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. The Master Maker is the master of the forge upon which we create our futures and forge our own souls. He sees the world beyond the other world, the world of first causes. Through his magic, he brings them into his own world of fairy. From his world, these concepts trickle down into our own through dreams and visions picked up by artists and craftsmen everywhere. But he makes the first, the original. He is the great inventor, and the sign above his door reads, "Practical problems are solved here." He sings as he works, and as in all fairy magic, his song does as much to shape objects as do the blows of his hammer. Healing cups, magic swords, fairy jewels, crowns of stars, and other bespelled works of the finest craftsmanship pass through his forge and beneath his hammer. He reminds us that no job is too small to do beautifully, and he brings ideas into excellently crafted reality. Do whatever you do as well as you can, and then make it even better. The Master Maker reminds us that our very best work is always desirable, and in the present situation, it is necessary for success. Don't cut corners and don't take the easy way. Design beyond your skill, and then raise the level of your skill to fulfill it. This card speaks of long-lasting achievement, creative problem solving, and confident action. It may suggest cooperation with others, especially from a position of responsibility or of teaching one's craft to others. Success comes from practical application of traditional principles in life and work. And the last final card we have, the third card, is the Roar. It is symbolic of wild energy and pure potential. Once upon a time, there were 3 pink boys and a Roar who all played in Brian's son's, Toby's bedroom. So Brian's son, Toby, they played in his bedroom. They liked the midnight tea parties, the magical ambiance, and of course they liked Toby. Unfortunately, the pink boys got too rowdy, and Brian had to throw them out into the garden, which is where they belonged anyway. The Roar learned from the experience in a roarish way, and it quieted down a bit during the midnight hours. Roars are not naughty or wicked. They are just energetic. They like to join in whatever excitement is going on and add energy to it. In this way, they are pure potential. Roars are attracted towards meditation groups rising towards ecstasy and to any other strong energy states. A roar in your cards encourages you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and intentions. Don't get carried away by their bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal with the energy being made available to you. When you encounter the roar, breathe slowly, center, ground yourself, and be clear about your objectives, and then go for them. So these three energies together tell a very interesting story. The Dark Lady, to me, symbolizes kind of the beginning stages when you're in your unborn, unconscious rebirth phase, where you are kind of really in that idea phase where you are meditating and retreating and seeking serenity and inner peace. And you're really looking towards your self-awareness and self-knowledge and facing those encounters with the hidden worlds. And you're becoming very powerful and overflowing with the life force. And you're downloading a lot of prophecy and magic and foretelling of the potentials of the future. And this is kind of that beginning stage of a really good idea. And then the third card kind of feels like the second stage, that stage of pure potential and energy, where you really gather all of that really helpful energy and you're really planning your objectives and having the motivation and inspiration to go for them and taking advantage of that bouncy enthusiasm and energy where you can accomplish a great deal. And then the last card being kind of that final stage of this project is the Master Maker, which is about skill and craftsmanship and invention, and it is about mastering your craft and discovering your talents, choosing your craft, and gaining great joy and fulfillment from developing that skill into an art. It speaks of long-lasting achievement, creative problem solving, and confident action, taking responsibility and finding success from the practical application of your crafts that you are honing. Then I'm going to pull 3 Ogham staves so that we can figure out what Celtic Ogham energies want to work with each of these. I just lost one. It's in my skirt. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try to gather these all in one hand here, which isn't easy to do. So there are 25 of them. But we are going to gather them all, and I'm going to ask you to blow into them so that we can get your energy into each of the staves so that the fairies can help us choose which 3 Celtic Reiki energetic symbols we are going to be using for these fairy oracles. So go ahead and blow in for me. Okay. Okay, so the Celtic Oghams that have been chosen for us are the neon, which is the ash tree. And the main vibe of this is that it is the professor. It's about gathering wisdom, balancing the mind and emotions, expansion and growth. It helps with rebalancing excess, correct focus, getting to the heart of the matter, magical insight, direction and application of power and skill, and encourages becoming effective rather than blindly stumbling forward. It helps with the right use of strength and gaining skill to make the strength effective, and self-control. That feels like it fits very well with our master maker energy. So the principles of the master maker energy, along with the neon ash principles and aspects, will be coming together. Next, we have the nettar, which is the broom or reed, and it is about creating order from chaos, self-regulation, revitalization. It's a strong cleanser. It's about correct use of higher healing power. It helps to think outside the box, and it helps clear the head. So I'm going to go ahead and pair that with the Dark Lady energy for kind of an essence of being in that meditation, unconscious, very beginning phase where you retreat and look into the higher power and wisdom, and combine that with the nettar that helps with revitalization, learning the correct use of higher healing power, thinking outside of the box, clearing the head, and creating order from chaos. It also offers a higher perspective, and it's about the sacred gathering of knowledge. And then the third and final Ogham is the Phagos, the beach. The Phagos beach. This is about ancient knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It is one of the most energetic trees with a very strong vibration. It holds ancient knowledge, and it carries the fluid verbal tradition of the Wiccans and Druids, who never wrote anything down, so that the ever-changing information is never fixed. It helps you to remain fluid, based upon experience, instead of stagnant in the rules. In fact, the tradition of old law has to be passed down verbally from teacher to student. It also helps with protection. So I'm pairing this up with the Rar because the Rar is just about pure, unadulterated energy and potential and motivation to get going and get the thing done. And since this Phagos beach essence is one of the most energetic trees with a very strong vibration, and it helps to remain fluid based upon experience, I feel like that one best fits with the principles of the Rar, which was all about strong energy and potential. So with that being said, we are going to just place these energies into each of the chakras. Into the crown chakra, the Dark Lady, implanting the nettar. And into the third eye, the Dark Lady and the nettar. Going into our meditation and retreat and being reborn, tapping into the unconscious for strong wisdom, the creating order from chaos when we take that time in retreat and solitude and meditation to create order from the chaos we've been experiencing and receive some of that self-regulation and revitalization and a strong cleanser up in these crown and third eye chakras from this nettar broom or reed. And really thinking outside of the box, clearing our head, prioritizing our mental and physical health in this stage with the Dark Lady where we are being reborn and kind of realizing the early potential of idea. And bringing that energy down into the throat with the Dark Lady and the Natarl. And bringing it into the heart. And placing this energy into the throat and heart space. Revitalization, self-regulation, cleansing and clearing, helping us to create order from chaos in this phase of meditation and retreat while being reborn. And pulling that same energy down into the solar plexus and the sacral with the Dark Lady and the broom or reed tree. And then pulling it down into the root and the Earth Star chakra to help us go into this unconscious place, looking for a higher perspective, clearing our mind, using the meditation and the unconscious that the Dark Lady provides to tap into the intuition and higher wisdom. With a clear head that the broom helps, the revitalization that the broom gives, in order to begin the process of being reborn with this new project or creative idea or energy that we are wanting to tap into to start something. And then moving into this raw energy with the phagos, the pure, unadulterated energy and potential and motivation that the raw provides, combined with the beech tree being one of the most energetic trees with a very strong vibration that helps you remain fluid based upon experience. And it helps bring in ancient knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to that energy as we place it into the crown, the third eye, and just really feeling that really strong potential, that strong energy, that strong motivation, that strong vibration that's going to help you get things done, to help you remember that everything is ever changing, nothing is ever fixed, that you can remain fluid and flexible based on experience rather than rules. Moving that into the throat and the heart, and just tapping into that unfettered potential and energy that the roar wants to provide to help you get started and inspired and motivated for this project or this idea that you have. Really helping with the expansion and moving that energy down into the solar plexus, your energy center, your life force center, where your vitality occurs, tapping into that vitality, into the confidence it takes to know that you can get this thing started, that the fairies are here to guide you and help you with the resources that you need. You just need to ask. And in your sacral, your center of creativity and inspiration, bringing in this phagos beach energy along with the raw energy that the fairies have given. And then down into the root and the Earth Star chakras, placing the phagos, beech tree, Celtic Ogham, and the raw energy of the fairies for pure energy, energetic force, motivation, potential. finishing up this 3-step process with the Master Maker and Neon Ash Tree energy. The Master Maker being about honing the skill, working really hard, putting in the effort, seeing the thing through, doing your best, and pushing yourself to learn more and get better and better, along with the Neon Ash, which is the professor, the gathering of wisdom, the expansion, the growth, the correct focus, the direct and focused intention, and the direct application of power and skill. Becoming effective rather than blindly stumbling forward. The right use of strength and gaining the skill to make the strength effective. The self-control. The hard work it takes to expand and grow in this skill and to really put in the effort deserved of this thing or project that you're wanting to create or put out into the world. Helping balance the mind and the emotions. Helping balance the being and the doing. Finding knowledge through example. Using logical and practical methods to make this dream a reality. We dreamed it with the Dark Lady. We found the energy to do it with the Rar, and we honed and perfected our skills and really put in a good, solid effort to a wonderful product. With the Master Maker. I love the idea of balancing being and doing. This is kind of a complete package from inception to creation and everything in between. Placing the symbols down the chakra line. And asking the chakras to get in flow and alignment to see this through from start to finish. And asking the fairies to provide the resources and insights that we need and the energy we need, skills. And knowing that we can do this from a very grounded place through Mother Earth. Okay. Lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and seal all this energy in so that it's yours to keep and work with, so that you cannot be easily drained or depleted of this energetic work that we did here today with the fairies. So that you are able to make solid use of it. Not only protecting you from the things getting in that are trying to drain it, but also protecting this wonderful energy within you from being drained out or leaked out. Let's send our love and gratitude to the fairies. Thank them for coming today to help us see what it is we need to focus on and work with, letting us know how they're going to help us. For their magic and their insight and their guidance and their love and their power and energy. Thank you. And giving them offerings, placing offerings for them after you watch this, out in your yard or garden or on your altar. And continuing to keep in touch and working with them to see this through. They've given you this gift and they want you to see it through. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you have enjoyed this fairy Celtic Reiki healing. And I hope that you are able to do something totally wonderful and inspired with this energy you've been given. If anything cool comes out of this for you, I'd love for you to come back to the comments and let me know how it all turned out. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your